Following is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th Canto, 1st Chapter, text number 13 and 14, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on May 14th, 1976, in Honolulu, Hawaii.
So, how to become advanced? These are the prescribed methods. Tapasa. Tapasa, tapa means voluntarily taking some disadvantage. There is a tapa. Tapa means just like there is fire, so there is heat, but the method of tapasya is that during summer season they ignite some firewood all round and sit down. Already there is scorching heat, it is still all round fire and one has to sit. These are some of the examples of tapasya. Similarly, in the winter season it is very cold, one has to go down the water up to neck. This is the meaning of tapasya. Voluntarily accepting some severe condition of life. In this age it is very difficult, but this is the meaning of tapasya. Voluntarily accepting inconvenience. When there is cold, one has to take the help of heater, fire. No heater, no fire, but go deep into the cold water. Of course it is very difficult in your country because the water is so cold and if you go deep, immediately finish. I have seen in New York one dog, he jumped over, immediately finished. I have seen it. That is actually happened. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so kind and that these people in this age, they will not be able to undergo severe austerity. That is not possible. Mandas manda matayu manda bhagya upadvita. In this age, every man is alpayus. Alpayus means very short living. The limit is 100 years, but who is going to live 100 years? Nobody is. If one is 80, 70 years, it is considered. Within 60, 70 years, everyone finished. But the age limit is 100 years. So what tapasya he will do? What meditation he will do? In the Satyayuga, by meditation, one could get perfection. Just like Valmiki Muni, he meditated for 60,000 years. Because in those days, a man used to live for 100,000 years. Gradually it is reducing. In the Satyayuga, man and woman used to live, human being, up to 100,000 years. Then, next Yuga, it was 10,000 years, reduced by 10 times. And then next year, next millennium, it is 1,000 years. And now in the Kali Yuga, it is 100. So it is very difficult to perform tapasya. But the recommendation is there. Tapasa brahmacharya. So, brahmacharya, tapasya begins brahmacharya, celibacy. no sex life. That is the beginning of tapasya. Meditation means tapasya. Tapasya brahmacharyena samena, sama, to control the senses, to keep in equilibrium. Senses may not be agitated. Damena, even it is agitated, by my knowledge, I have to cut down. Just like if I become agitated by seeing a beautiful girl, or for woman a beautiful boy, that is natural. Juvatinam yatha Juno yathu. Young boy, young girl, they are naturally attractive. There is nothing surprising. But tapasya means that I have taken vow, no illicit sex. That is knowledge. Why, even if I am attracted, I shall not do it. This is tapasya. Because I am now attracted, now we shall enjoy. That is not tapasya. Tapasya means even one is attracted, he should not act. That is tapasya. There may be some difficulty to control, but that should be practiced. It can be practiced. It is not very difficult, but one has to practice the determination. Now I have taken vow before deity, because at the time of initiation it is promised before the deity, before the fire, and before the spiritual master, before the Vaishnava, that I will not have illicit sex. That is promised. How can I break it? This is the. I have taken vow before the deity, before fire, before my spiritual master, before the Vaishnava, no illicit sex, no meat eating, no drinking or intoxication, no gambling. I have promised it. If I am gentleman, how can I break my promise? This is called Gyan. With knowledge, one has to respect. That is called tapasya. With knowledge. Otherwise, to become attracted, that is not unnatural. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to say, he was sannyasi. He said that even if I see a doll made of wood, a beautiful woman, my mind becomes agitated. So what to speak of us? And this is the example Chaitanya Mahaprabhu giving himself. So to be agitated in the mind, that is not unnatural. But if you practice, then you will not be agitated anymore. If you practice by your knowledge, then you will not be. That is called dhira. Dhira tattva-namayati. We have to become dhira. Dhira and adhira. There are two classes of men. One is sober. Even there is cause of agitation, still he remains calm. This is called dhira. And adhira means, as soon as there is cause of agitation, he becomes a victim. That is called adhira. So, we have to become dhira. We had been adhira in so many different forms of life, because I am coming to this human form of life after evolution of 8 million forms of body. Jalajana, Ulakhani, Savra, there is evolution. So after Bhausambhavanti, after many, many years, I have got this opportunity. In other lower animal life, I have enjoyed the senses, in so many ways. The sense enjoyment is not very difficult. Even there, Vishaya Khulu Sarvatasya, the hogs and pigs, they have got facility for sense enjoyment. They do not care even who is you. Even she is mother or she is sister or she is daughter, they enjoy it. That is hog-like. You have seen. There is no discrimination. The monkeys, they are enjoying sense life. So everyone enjoys sense life. So why I have got this valued life, human form of life? Why I shall become a living entity like hogs and dogs? This is called dogs. Why I shall become hogs and dogs, and again I shall put myself in cycle of birth and death? I have got this life after so many evolutionary process. Why not practice little tapasya in this life? This is knowledge. If by practicing little tapasya, restraint, I can get relief from this repetition of birth and death, why should I not do it? This is knowledge. And if I again become victimized, the laws of nature is there. If you want, you can enjoy. Nature will give you. All right, you want so much sex, all right, come on, become a hog. Yes. The nature is ready. It is not very difficult. Therefore, the Shastra says, no. This life is not for becoming a hog and dog. Nayam deho deho bhajam niloke kastan kaman arhati vijam. The whole world is working so hard. They are going to the office, they are going to the working hours to earn livelihood. But what is the pleasure? The pleasure is sex. Their ultimate goal is sex. Janamai dhunadi grihamedi sukham mitucham. So, one should consider this sex indulgence is given to the hogs and dogs, and for the same enjoyment I have to work so hard. This is knowledge. The same enjoyment. I have got this human form of life for understanding Krishna, for understanding God, my position, what I am. I am not this body. I am spirit soul. I have been put into this body, and because I have been put into this body, the body is material. It must finish. It must be finished. Anything. It has got 6 changes. Anything material. It has got birth. It has got growth. It has got after effect, then dwindles, and then finished. Everything. Anything you take, this is called Saravika, 6 kind of changes. So I am eternal. Nahannati hannamani sarire. I do not die. After this body is finished, and again I have to tathavehantar prapti. So this is knowledge. One has to always think of this. That is called tapasya. So, little kanduyanena karayur iva dukkha dukkham. This is Shastra. What is this sex life? That is said. Kanduyanena karayur iva dukkha dukkham. Janamaithunadi grihamedi sukham mitucham. Grihamedi means one who does not know what is the aim of life. Grihamedi and Grihastha. Grihastha means, although he is living with wife and children, but he knows what is the aim of life. That is the Grihastha ashram. as the sannyasi knows what is the aim of life. Similarly, a grihastha also may know. So such grihastha, sex life is allowed, who knows the aim of life. And one who does not know the aim of life simply enjoys sex, he is called grihamedi. These two words are. In Sanskrit literature, every word has got particular meaning, particular thought. Therefore it is called Sanskrit, most performed and purified literature. Sanskrit. Sanskrit means purified. Sanskar. Just like we offer sanskar at the time of initial purification. So, our main problem is the sex life. That is, because sex life is the basic principle of material life. Either you are a human being, or you are a demigod, or you are a bird, you are a beast, you are a fly, you are a fish, you are a tree, plants, everything. The basic principle of material life is sex. Pungsam sriyami thunibhavami tat tayor mitha vigayananti mav. Everything is there. We have got books to study and follow the practice. Be little sober, then everything. There is not that. You will not be able. You will be able. And Krishna will help. As soon as we are very eager, then Krishna will help. Tesam satatayuktanam bhajatam priti. So therefore the deity worship is there. Along with deity worship, we should always pray, Krishna, kindly save me from the pitfalls of Maya. He'll do it. But if we want to cheat Krishna and cheat Guru, then he will be cheated. That's all. The Guru will not be cheated, neither Krishna will be cheated. He will be cheated. That's all. If you want to be cheated, then do whatever you like. And prolong this time of repetition of birth and death. And if you want to stop it, then here, the tapasam brahmacharjina samena cha dhamena cha tyagena. This is also one of the tapas. Don't keep with you anything. Then you will make plan. Let me have illicit sex. Let me have intoxication. As soon as you have got money. The best thing is, as soon as you get money, immediately spend it for Krishna. Tyagena. Charity. Charity. Tyagena means charity. Not that you starve. No. That kind of time is not. You keep yourself fit to execute Krishna consciousness. But don't give much money. Immediately giving charity to Krishna. Krishna can take your charity as much as you can give. That's why Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj, he secured the whole 3 worlds. He become master of the 3 worlds. When it's upper planetary system, down planetary system, middle planet. So, but he was a devotee also. Therefore, Krishna came to him as Bhavana. Charayasi vikramane bali madhumata bhavana. Padanakha nila janita jana pavana. Kesabadhita bhavana sarira. Jaya Jagadish. So, because he was very proud of his position, so Bhavandev came to Bali Maharaj. Maharaj, you are Kshatriya, you are very charitable, I have heard. If you can give me little land. Bali Maharaj was very much pleased. Yes, I will give you. How much land you want? Just 3 feet. 3 feet? What is you have come to me? Yes, that, yes. So, all right, I give you 3 feet. So, by 1 feet he covered the whole sky. And the other feet he covered the whole down planet. So Muni Maharaj understood what kind of beggar is he. Yes. So Bhavandev said, my dear Muni Maharaj, you promised 3 feet, but by 2 feet you have finished all your possessions. Now what about the other feet? So Muni Maharaj, he was a devotee. He said, my Lord, don't be worried. Still there is, it is my head, place your other feet on my head. The Bhavandev said, now you have purchased me by your charity. I shall remain your doorkeeper. So, if you make charity to Krishna, you can purchase Krishna. Yes. Although Krishna is all-powerful proprietor, you can purchase Krishna. You do that. If you have got any money, spend for Krishna. Thank you very much.